moments and certain days that are so pleasant, but each day has been great. 100 days ago, we were sworn in, and at that time, I thought I had a good handle on the challenges that were ahead of us. I knew fiscally that we had been handed a budget for 2012 with a $10 million shortfall, and it was up to us to find and secure that gap. I knew there were infrastructure challenges. I knew the facade on this building needed some improvement, to say the least. We were told, somewhere in the realm, numbers of $10 million, and we've seen that it actually will need much more than that. I knew that our county staff were underutilized and underappreciated, and there was morale issues. We came back to our office after that first day, and I took the speech that I made, and I slid it into the middle front drawer of my desk, knowing that there was a quote that I quoted that I would need to look at just to calm myself down. And that first day I quoted Abraham Lincoln, one of my favorite Republicans. And
after me.
He was my favorite when I started, and to other possibilities. And what he said, and it's something that I repeat in my head often, I always like to look forward. And he said, the best part about the future is that it comes one day at a time. And I often have to remind myself about that. We have very big obstacles to leap over here. And there were stretches of time, long stretches of time, where it really felt as if every single day members of our senior staff were coming to us with new major problems that had been revealed, problems that we didn't see while we were campaigning. In a side conversation, I joked with Frank Custer, I cannot believe that we have only seen the tip of the iceberg. And Frank, in his sarcastic way, as those of you who know him, smiled at me and said, exactly, and it's after the Titanic had already hit. I've lost count of the number of days where Denise has walked into my office and just reminded me, Leslie, breathe, sit down and breathe. And I thank you for that. But today is not about whining and complaining. And as my father would often say to me, he'd say, look, it is what it is, so what are you going to do about it? And that's why we're here. We came here to tackle big challenges, and now we know many of them are larger than we anticipated. We came here to change the culture, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. And I believe we've done that in small ways and large ways, as you have made in your comments. Whether it is serving water ice with our fellow row officers, meeting staff members, and just watching them interact with each other was a really great day for us. As you've mentioned, new bathrooms, new paint on the walls, so that people, when they come into Norristown, they are greeted with a clean and welcoming environment. We spent afternoons going out and visiting our employees where they work, seeing what they do, seeing the conditions in which they work at. I know we will never forget the day going out to juvenile probation and seeing just the storage issues that they have with the files. I went to use the women's bathroom, and it was hard to even get to the stalls to walk around the storage bins there. And we've heard all of their concerns. We've reached out to Norristown. I believe we've reset that relationship. I'm very proud of that. We've talked to them. Our communication is clear with them. We met with them just this morning, one of our 7:30 meetings. We know where they want to move, what direction they want to go in economic development, and we're hearing what needs to be done and seeing ways that make sense for us and how we might be able to support them. We're supporting their events. Again, they thanked us that all three commissioners were there to the kickoff of their 200th birthday celebration, their bicentennial, and they were so happy to see us, and they're assured that we will be with them during this fabulous celebration. When we needed to address issues, we're addressing all the issues. We're being thorough, and we're being deliberate. As I said, in this building, we knew there were problems with the facade, but we're not just stopping there. We're making sure that we know about all the structural issues, so that when we address a problem, we're taking care of the entire problem, and not what is just on the surface. We are going through the full process, and everything that we look at, we identify, and we just looked at how many cars go over these bridges on a daily basis. How far away would a detour be if this bridge needed to be closed down? What type of repairs does this bridge need, and what type of costs? And in working with all of those factors, then putting a list together, working with our staff, coming up with what makes sense. These are our own county assets, and we need to discuss what's appropriate for us and what type of investment they may need. This is the type of thorough analysis we're doing, and I'm very proud to be part of that. And last, I just want to mention the communication. As in so many areas, it, for me, always comes down to communication, and I think we have really made great improvements there. At the state level, we've met with both Senator Toomey and Casey's offices. We've talked about economic development for the county, and we're seeing in what ways we can coordinate with them on the national level, federal level. Then at the state level, we've also met with many state representatives. You have many fabulous relationships, and they've been walking in and out of this office, and feel very good about ways that we can cooperate with them. On the local level, in addition to Norristown, just yesterday spoke with our planning commission and how they plan to go out to our municipalities and really understand what their individual needs are and where it makes sense for us to have a regional approach and make sure that we can get things done with a large impact. And then, of course, with our staff. And I love when we refer to them as our county family, and over these 100 days, it truly feels like a family. Their input has been invaluable. Their common sense solutions have been just brilliant. Some of them we've been able to tackle right away, some we'll look at as we continue. And they've all come up with ways that we can work together better, and in many ways how we can work together cheaper. So here we are, 100 days, 1,360 to go. And from what I've learned over the past 100 days, I know that Chairman Shapiro, Commissioner Castor, and I will continue to have productive discussions, and we will continue to act in a way that is best, that we feel individually and together is best for our county. I know that our senior staff will probably still come up with some big surprises for us, and I know that they may not be right around the corner, but I also know that they will come with us with intelligent options for us to consider and innovative solutions. I know that Denise will continue to come into my office and remind me to breathe. Please keep doing that. And I know that Frank will continue to make his sarcastic comments. But I know we will also continue to be thorough, deliberate, and transparent. I'm truly thrilled to have reached this milestone with both of you and with everybody here in this room and with all of our county employees. And I just have to end with how could we not feel optimistic after the Flyers' fabulous win last night against the Penguins, coming from a 3-0 deficit to score 4 goals unanswered to win in overtime. It's just palpable. I know it was a fabulous night for us, and that the Phillies and the Sixers also won, something that doesn't often happen, that all 3 teams won, but as you know, the Flyers are special to my heart. So I'll end with #FlyerPride.